Mental health. Let's talk about it. And not illness necessarily, but health. Grief, heartache, anxiety, insecurities, confusion. Basic, uncomfortable, but common, if not inevitable, human emotions. To me, mental and physical health are two sides of the same coin. Without one, it's hard to have the other. So how can we ignore one of the sides? Our mental health. Let's say you were in a car accident, or broke a bone, or even had a persistent cold that you couldn't get rid of. You'd go to the hospital, right? Or at least you'd head to the doctors. But with emotional trauma, why don't we do the same? It's like hoping or expecting that broken bone will just happen to heal itself on its own. Let's say that persistent cold is stress, or anxiety, or self-doubt. At the time, it can seem manageable, but ignoring things won't fix them. My name is Jess, and I would like to share my story. Before I'd reached the age of 30, both of my parents and all my grandparents had died, leaving just me and my brother. I was living in a new city, and I'd be alone for days on end with no one there. No one to hold my hand, no one to make me a cup of tea, or just to simply check that I was okay. One night, I remember laying in the bath. Time seemed to stand still, and I could see the world in front of me, and it too had stopped. The world as I knew it had stopped spinning, and I was sinking, and no one was home to lift me up. In that moment, I knew I was the only one who could start my world spinning again. It was sink or swim, and I needed to swim. I needed to be my own best friend. I needed to be my own parent. And in that moment, I made it my mission to heal. Yoga, running, boxing, therapy, journaling, meditation, the marathon, long treks, self-help books. I wanted to try everything. Some things worked, and some things didn't. The journey through grief has been long, confusing, and at times the simplest task, like just getting out of bed, brushing my teeth, or putting one foot in front of the other, felt unmanageable. And the problem with grief is no one can see it. People would comment how well I was doing, and I just wanted to scream at them, well, what's the alternative? The biggest lesson I've learned is you can feel more than one thing at the same time. We multitask all the time, but we take for granted how much we can and do multitask our emotions. No one is immune to misfortune and poor mental health. Say you were visiting a friend in hospital with a broken bone and they were smiling. You wouldn't mistake that smile to mean that they were fine. The problems lie when we can't see the trauma. And if we can't see it, it only means we have to talk about it.